Hey everyone, welcome to Booster Tutor. I'm Brandon, and a brand new magic set is almost out. Once a month now, sometimes even less. We have Murderers at Karlov Manor. So, as I'll be calling it, Murderers in the Building. So basically, this new set is a Ravnica. It's like a murder mystery thing. It has clues, of course. Has a new creature type of detective. It has a new morph that is just power crept, basically, to be better. It's got all kinds of other mechanics. And I have to say, that's probably my number one for limited, for just playing paper Magic, we'll say. Complaint about Magic right now is that it's just too complicated. I always complain about how much text there is on cards, and I'm just like, come on, we're not reading a murder mystery novel. We're just playing one, technically. So I don't want to read a ton of text, especially on commons, where when you're playing in paper, and you play a common and like 3 different things happen, and you're just like, this is slowing the game down. Like, I don't know what that does. Let me read it. Okay, you do it. Here we go. Did that happen right? I don't know. It just feels like more and more that the game is becoming made for arena in mind, where the computer will just do all the stuff for you and you don't have to worry about it. So it kind of hurts paper Magic, which I don't like, but hey, whatever, that's the thing it goes. So what we have here is a pre-release kit, which is what will be happening Friday and Saturday, this whole weekend. What we have in here is 6 packs of the Play Boosters, which is the new Magic pack. It has more rares and stuff in it, costs a little bit more. We'll see how that works out for limited. I feel like it's gonna make it very like bomb heavy on the rares and stuff. Like it's just like commons aren't gonna matter as much anymore. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It could be great. I don't know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up. We're going to open our 6 packs, see what we get. Then we're gonna try and make a deck or 2. We'll see like what different ones we can make and see what we would play at the pre-release. So let's get to it. All right, got our Murderers of Karlov Manor with our nice Innistrad mats, but it fit the theme. I feel like they're just murder theme. Gotta have blood artists there. All right, so Tessa Karlov is dead. Who did it? I have no idea. I did not pay attention to that story at all. All right, so open this up, get our Play Boosters, and also see what our special, let's see, card dice, little dagger there, and I think our pre-release card. So let's see. We got, ooh, who's this? Tulsimer Midnight's Light. Oh, this is the guy who would make the wolf token thing. So 2 green, white for a 3/2, lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, create Voja, Finstalker, a legendary 5/5 green and white wolf creature token with trample. Whenever a wolf you control attacks, if this guy attacked this combat, target creature an opponent controls blocks that wolf this turn if able. Okay, so that's a damn good card. 5 mana for 8 power on board with, and then you got trample and that's really good. All right. Let's see what else is in. Oh shit! Wait, you get 2? What? What? Okay. This is okay. So now limited is just bomb heavy, especially pre-release. Like, look at this. Voja, Jaws of the Conclave, 2 Naya for 5/5, Trample Vigilance, Ward 3. Whenever it attacks, put X11 counters on each creature you control with X number of elves you control. Draw a card for each wolf you control. Okay. Okay. And it's not like you're not making him. You're just making a token. Oh my god. Hey, if anybody wants this, go ahead. God damn. Okay. So we're playing Naya if we're doing this correctly, because those cards are bombs. So let's see what we got here. These are new Play Boosters. They don't feel thicker. I don't think they have more cards. I'm not quite sure. All right. It's got Public Thoroughfare. Your battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you tap an untapped artifact or land you control. Hey, that's fine. Criminologist, 4/5. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact if you do draw a card. So if you have a clue token, Goblin Maskmaker. When it attacks face down spells you cast, this turn costs 1 less to cast. So you have to allow the not suspected disguise cards, I guess they're called. Stalker, 5 black for 3/4 flying. When deals combat damage to a player, you gain 1 life and surveil 1. Disguise for 4 and a 5, but you disguise it technically for 3 mana. So comes down as a 2/2 for 3 mana, has Ward 2, so I attack with it. There's no, I guess just it'll be cheaper, right? It'll be 5 mana instead of 6. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it has flying, so you, I don't know, whatever. It's fine. It's a lot of mana. All right, Bite Down on Crime. You guys think this is a fight? Let's see. 3 and a green. As it costs to cast a spell, you may collect evidence 6. So collect evidence is you exile cards with total mana value 6 or greater from your graveyard. Not a great mechanic. The spell costs 2 less to cast if evidence was collected. So it costs 2 mana. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 until in turn. It deals combat damage, or deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So 4 mana, +2/+0, and just deals damage is nice. If you can collect 6, that's great for 2 mana. But yeah, I like that it's not just a fight. It's just a deal damage. So that's a great card. Not a great card. It's a very good removal for green, I should say. Let's put lands up there. Sanitation, Automation. When you're in the battlefield, surveil 1. Sure, it goes. Boring. On the job, 2 white. Creature control get +2/+2 until on turn. Investigate. Get a leg up. Until in turn, target creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control and gains reach. If you're going wide, I guess. Not a great combat trick, but could be if you're just attacking with something to trample. Like the reach doesn't really matter too much. Caught Red-Handed. 4 and a red. This spell can't be countered. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap the creature. It gains haste until turn. Suspect it. It has menace and can't block. For 5 mana? No thank you. Unless they have a bomb out that can just kill them, that's not very good. Or you have a sack outlet. Leering Onlooker. 2 and a black for 1/3 flying. 2 black. Exile from your graveyard. Create 2 tapped 1/1 black. Bat creature token. Yeah, that's great. 2 mana for a 1/3 flyer. That's a great blocker. Just ping in for life if you need to. For like, just keep hitting him for 1. Put an enchantment on that. That's fine too. Or equipment. And then later on in the game, you get 2 1/1 flyers. Yeah, that's a great card. Hey, Krinko, Baron of 10th Street. 2 and a red, haste, sacrifice an artifact, put 1/1 counter on each goblin you control. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1 red. If you do, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token and gains haste on turn. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Jeez. Oops. Oh, that's right. We have 2 rares now. Leyline of the Guild Pack. It's Wooburg, whatever. If it is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Each non-land permanent you control is all colors. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to the... No. That's not a good card for limited. Presumed Dead. 2 and a black until end of turn. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield under its owner's control and suspect it. That's not bad. Nice little combat trick. And then, oh, nice lands. I like that. Just realized. So I forgot this. I think every pack has a foil, right? Doesn't say, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Since set boosters are gone. Innocent Bystander. 1 a red for 2/1. Whenever it is dealt 3 or more damage, investigate. Okay. Alia Assailant. 2 and a black for 3/3. Enters battlefield tap. Disguise for black. When it's turned face up, target opponent loses 3 life. You gain 3. Ooh, what? For 6 mana? No, thank you. Nervous Gardener. Okay. 1 and a green for 2/2. Disguise 1 green. When it's turned face up, situate for a land card with a basic land type, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. For 3 mana, you do get a 2/2 for 1. It's like you're paying 2 for 2/2, a 3 for 2/2. Then you turn it face up, you get something to put in your... Yeah, that's hard. But it is nice because the 3 is colorless. So if you're really needing that extra color, that could work out. Public... No, we don't need that. We've got the Criminal also already. Crowd Control Warden. 3 green white for 4/4. As it enters the battlefield or is turned face up, put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the total number of other creatures you control. Disguise 3 Selesnya, I guess. So the only upside of this is you do get a lot of counters for going wide. So yeah, no, I like that. That's not bad. Wish I had evasion, but that's fine. Ooh, what's that? What's this? Dramatic Accusation. 2 and a blue. Or enchantment. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature does not tap during its controlled untap step. Blue, shuffle enchanted creature into its owner's library. Okay, I mean, it's blue removal, and it's great. It's not great. It's fun. I keep saying great, but it's like, it's fun. Burden of Proof. 1 and a blue, flash, enchanted creature gets +2/+2 as long as a detective you control. Otherwise, it has base power on 1 and can't block detectives. Interesting. It's another blue removal, technically. So yeah, it's not bad. I mean, just turn their biggest thing, their flyer, into a 1/1. That's nice. Clandestine Meddler. 2 and a black for a 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, suspect up to 1 other target creature control. Okay. Whenever 1 or more suspected creatures control attack, surveil 1. Yeah, that's fine. Just help someone out and then get a little something in return. All right. Evidence Examiner. We got Simic Colors. It's a 2/2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may collect evidence 4. Whenever you collect evidence, investigate. See, that'd be fine, except I feel like collect evidence when you can just like do it multiple times, it's just not as great. Like, how often are that many things hitting the graveyard? And sealed, yeah, like even if you're milling yourself though, you do all that just to get a clue token? Nah, no thanks. Blood splatter analysis, really? Okay. Man. Ravnica been watching some CSI, huh? Rakdos Colors Enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Okay, for 2 mana, that's fine. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, mill a card and put a bloodstain counter on blood splatter analysis. That is a lot of tongue twister there. Then sacrifice it if it has 5 or more. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. This battlefield, I would like it better, but that's fine, I guess. It's like 2 mana for removal, which is fine. And then just sits there till it does its thing, which is also fine. But as a rare, I'm like, wish I got something a little better. So, did I get 1 rare? I thought you're supposed to get 2 at least. I don't know. We'll see. Cerebral Confiscation. 2 and a black. Choose 1. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose blah, blah, blah. No. Get out of here. I hate these. And then, oh, what the hell? Is that a list card? We still got the list, huh? Shard of Broken Glass. Equipped creature gets +1/+. So wait, in limited you can get list cards? Are you able to play them too? God damn it. They are really trying to kill draft, aren't they? Draft? They're just really kind of trying to kill limited. Trying to make it like a mess. When equipped creature attacks, you may put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Yeah, whatever. Our land. And a token. Okay. Well, so far our Naya colors aren't great. Inside Source. 2 and a white for a 1/1. When there's a battlefield, create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. Okay, that's nice. 3 mana for 3 power. Pay 3 tap and target detective you control gets +2/+0 engage vengeance on a turn. Activate only as a sorcery. It's not great. Right now, I'm hurting for some white. So, Dogwalker. Boros Colors, a 3/1 Vigilance, Disguise. When it's turn face up, create 2 tapped 1/1 white dog creature tokens. I love that. That's great. That's like a type of card that can go in the Cats and Dogs deck. So great. Yeah, okay. I'm liking that. Felonious Rage. 1 red. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains haste on the turn. When that creature dies this turn, create a 2/2 white and blue detective. Okay. Weird that makes it, I guess because you kill something, so you make a detective to investigate it. I don't know, but Extract a Confession. 1 and a black. As initial cost to cast this spell, you may collect evidence 6. Boo. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Okay. If evidence is collected, instead each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. Okay. So at 2 mana, that's fine. Okay, you make them sack something really early. Just if they put down like a really good rare fast, you just make them sack it. But also late game, if you can exile 6 mana value and you get their biggest thing, that's great too. So I kind of like that. That's not bad. Black is really good. Topiary Panther. 4 green, trample, basic land cycling, 1 green for 6/5. Okay. It's like the Dread Maw basically. Rakish Scoundrel. 2 black green for a 3/3 Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield or is turned face up, target creature gains indestructible end of turn. Okay, I kind of like that. That's not bad. Not great. It's not bad. Demand Answers. 1 and a red. As additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact, or discard a card, draw 2 cards. Isn't that just thrill possibilities? But I guess you can sack an artifact too. Yeah, I'd play that. Eliminate the impossible. 1 and a blue. Investigate. So you make a clue for 2 mana. Creatures your opponents control get plus or -2/-0 until end of turn. If any of them are suspected, they no longer are suspected. So it's fine little like combat trick, and you get a clue out of it, and you get to, you know, turn off their suspect. So yeah, that's fine. Maybe more of a sideboard, but I'd probably run it in any blue deck, so that's fine too. Night Drinker. What the heck? 3 and a black for 4/2 flying. When it enters the battlefield, you lose 3 life. Disguise black. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. That's actually a 4 mana, 4/2 flyer. I'll take the 3 life. I don't care. It just sucks if like late game and you're dying and you get that and you're like, God damn it. 5 mana for 4/5. It's Lumbering Laundry. Interesting. Pay 2 until the turn. You may look at face down cards you don't control anytime. Disguise 5. I guess. It's just a big dumb creature basically. Like this is the, you know, looking face down things like is nice, but that's just sideboard material right there. Aftermath Analysis. 1 and a green for a 1/3. Where's the battlefield? Mill 3 cards. 3 and a green. Sacrifice it. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Wow, that's great for like commander or something. For limited, not so great. I guess as a like, if you're playing against aggro, you maybe play this. But milling and then just getting lands back is like, ugh. I guess for if you're going Golgari, you want that. Fuck, another Leyline, what? We got an Inspector here. And when it or another detective enters the battlefield under your control, and whenever a detective you control is turned face up, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Okay, yeah. And looks like that's it. All right. Whew, 2 Leylines, huh? Let's go 5 colors. Okay, Rot Farm Mortipede. 3 and a black for a 3/4. Whenever one more creature leave the graveyard, this gets +1/+0 and gains menace and lifelink until end of turn. I like that, but how do you have, I guess with evidence, right? Collect evidence. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. You can get it to happen a lot. If you don't, it's just 4 mana for a 3/4, which sucks. Escape Tunnel. Oh, this is the new freaking, what do you call them? Evolving Wilds. Sacrifice it, search library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield tapped, or you can sack it, and target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. So great card. Love that card. Play that in limited all the time. Due Diligence. 3 and a white. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, target creature control other than enchanted. Wait, hold on. When Due Diligence enters the battlefield, target creature you control other than enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and gains vigilance until end of turn. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. So 2 creatures get +2/+2 and vigilance, which is fine, but not great. The hell? Some cats fighting out there. All right, Crime Stopper Sprite. 2 and a blue for 2/2. As digital cost to cast a spell, you may collect 6 evidence. Flying. When there's a battlefield, tap target creature. If evidence was collected, put a stun counter on it, which is like late game. That's fine, I guess, but nothing too great. But it is a 2/2 flyer. It's a Windrake with upside, so why not? Instant Bystander we did. Undercover Delph? Like a Dilf? 4 green, blue for 5/5. When it deals, come down to your player, investigate. And that's Disguise. No evasion, so I'm not liking that. Got a lot of Simic cards. Makeshift Binding. 2 and a white for enchantment. When there's a battlefield, exile target creature and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield, you gain 2 life. Yeah, that's great. Love that. Essence of Inquidity. 3 white for a 1/10. Get out of here. Disguise. 2 and a white. When it is turned face up, a creature you control gain hexproof until in turn. Untap them. Interesting. Okay, I don't even know how to evaluate that card. Probably won't play it, but that's weird. And Land of the Impossible we did. 10 Street Gossip. 2 red green for 4/4. Vigilance. tap, add green and red. Spend this mana only to cast face down spells or to turn creatures face up. It's 4 mana for a 4/4 Vigilance, which is fine. The fact that you can only use that for disguise creatures kind of sucks, I have to say. Oh, hey, Underground Mortuary. What does this do? This is an enters battlefield tapped. When it enters battlefield, surveil. Nice. Yeah. Ooh, War Leader's Call. Oh, that art. Holy crap. That was nice. 1 red, white. Creature control get +1/+1. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals, Warcaller deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's like Impact Tremors, but better? Yeah, wow, that's great. Love that. Red Herring, nice. 1 red, haste. When it attacks each combat if able, and you pay 2, sacrifice it, draw a card. It's fine. And a cool swamp. All right. 2 more packs. Lexodon Eavesdropper. 3 and a green for a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, investigate. Okay, I like that. When you draw your same card each turn, it gets +1/+1 and gains advantage until a turn. It's fine. You're making a clue token, so that's good. Hazda Vigilant. 4/4 for 5 mana. When it's battlefield or attacks, put 1 counter on target creature control with power 2 or less. It's fine. I'm not a big fan of that one. Inspector we did. It's drawing cards. You have to detectives. Galvanize. 1 red. It deals 3 damage to target creature. If you've drawn 2 or more creatures this turn, it deals 5 to that creature instead. Hell yeah. Get a clue token. You get 5 damage. I like that. Agency Coroner. 4 and a red for a 3/6. Sacrifice another creature. Draw a card. If you sacrifice creature was suspected, draw 2 cards instead. Interesting. Gravestone Strider. 2 mana for a 1/3. Tap, add 1 mana of ink color. Activate only once each turn. That's fine. I guess it's filtering land. So yeah. And then pay 2, exile it from your graveyard. Exile target card from a graveyard. No. These artifacts suck. Unauthorized Exit. 1 and a blue. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Surveil 1. Just a bounce spell. It's always nice. You get a little extra out of it. Sanctuary Wall. 1 and a white for 0/4. Defender. 2 and a white. Tap target creature. You may put a stun counter on it. If you do, put a stun counter on Sanctuary. Oh. Weird. I don't know about that. I like tapping creatures, but for 3 mana, that's a bit much. Ooh, what's this? It's got the showcase art. Culvert Ambusher, 3 green for a 4/5. When it's battlefield or is turn face up, target creature blocks this turn if able. Disguise for 5. Interesting. Yeah, that's not bad. Twitch evasion. It doesn't add up. 3 black. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Suspect it. Yeah, that's always nice and sealed, just because you can get your bomb back. Oh wow, Axebane Ferox. 2 green. Death Touch Haste for 4/4. Ward, collect 4 evidence. Hold on. Unless the player exiles cards from total map. So if you can't even pay, if you have nothing in your graveyard, this thing's just hexproof, right? That's nice. I like that. Ooh, Intrude on the Mind. 3 blue. Instant. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library and separate them into 2 piles. So, Fact or Fiction. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Create a 0/0 colors Thopter artifact token with flying, and then put a 1/1 counter on it for each card put in your graveyard this way. Wow, that's pretty cool. Especially at instant speed, just the end of their turn, you get like 2 cards and a 3/3 flyer. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, another Galvanize. Hell yeah. Take that. Okay, last pack. How many packs was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we still get 6. Okay. Inside Source. That's the one we did. Makes a detective. Reasonable Doubt. 1 and a blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Suspect up to 1 target creature. I mean, no. Unless it's a hard counter, I don't want it in sealed. Repeat Offender. 1 and a black for a 2/1. Pay 2 and a black. If repeat offender is suspected, put a 1 counter on it. Otherwise, suspect it. Oh, I get it. That's fun. That flavor is great. Not a great card. 2 mana, 2/1. That you have to put a lot into it just to get to do anything, but that's fun. Oh, a Tunnel Tipster. A Mole Scout. 1 and a green for 1/1 at the beginning of your end step. If a face-down creature entered the battlefield on your control this turn, put 1 counter on him. Oh, tap for green. Okay, there you go. I was like, that's not great. Then it's tap for green. I'm like, yes, I'd play it. Make your move. 2 and a white. Destroy target artifact or enchantment with power 4 greater. Sideboard. Demand answers. We did that. That's right. Different art, though. Crime Novelist. 2 and a red for 1/3. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, put a 1 counter on him and add a red. I like that. Detective Satchel. 2 blue-red artifact. When it's battlefield, investigate twice. So make 2 clues. Tap, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact token with flying. Activate only if you sacrifice an artifact this turn. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So anytime you make a clue, you just tap this and make a Thopter? That's great. Oh, what did I totally messed up here. There we go. And Limit the Impossible, another one. God damn, that's pretty good if you're doing blue. Another Drinker, nice. Oh, whoa, we didn't see that. Analyze the Pollen, 1 green. As initial cost to cast a spell, you may collect 8 evidence. You don't have to, but you probably want to. Search your library for a basic land card. If evidence was collected, instead search your library for a creature, or land card. Reveal that card, put in your hand. Ah, come on. I thought it was going to be put on a battlefield. Why would you search your library for a basic? Oh, because it can be any land card, not just a basic land. Okay. I mean, I'd play it just for the search your land for a land card, put in your hand, I guess. Maybe. Is that even worth a card? But yeah, anyway. Let's see. Here we go. And, ooh, nothing great, but it is nice looking. Deadly Complication. 2 black-red. Sorcery. Choose 1 or both to charge target creature. Great. Put 1 counter on target suspected creature control. We have it become no longer suspected. That's cool. That is great art. That's a pretty good card, too. I like that. And that's, okay. And there we go. All right. So we have these, which are bombs already. Will they sway the tide to going Naya colors? We don't really have the mana for it. Kind of do, but it's really janky. So let's see. All right. First up, why the hell didn't anyone tell me I can't run this card? That is just the actual a pre-release promo that can only be used for Commander, apparently. But they decided to put it in your pre-release packs and not tell you. So thanks, WotC. I love when you do that. It's always so much fun. So even though I can't play him and he's amazing, I still went Naya because that was my best 3 colors. And I was looking through my cards. My black was pretty good. My red was pretty good. And then I had a couple of Rakdos cards that were good, but doing just straight Rakdos wasn't good enough. It was just kind of like very like over here, very heavy, and then nothing late game and not enough creatures. And then I'd have to add a 3rd color like you usually have to do for these 2 color like heavy multicolored sets. Usually have to go 3 colors. And I figured Naya's already strong enough. I might just do that. And the Rakdos like is more of a aggro deck, I feel like. And if I had a 3rd color, what am I adding? You know, so whatever. The blue was okay, but it didn't have enough creatures either. So went Naya. Creatures really help with sealed. So let's start off here. First off, we took Analyze the Pollen. Great card for this. It's going to fix my mana. Late game, I can collect evidence 8, which, you know, very late game. But then I can just get my best creature I still have in my deck, get it, put it in my hand, cast it when I need it. So great early, great late. Always love that. We got Red Herring, which Red Herring is an okay card. I figured, you know, if I get it early, 2 mana, 2/2 with haste, attack every turn, I can get some damage in. If, you know, I pick it later in the game, I can just pay an extra 2 to sacrifice it and, you know, 4 mana draw a card. Not great, but which is nice is Krinko here, who is an absolute bomb. Another haster. He's 3 mana for 3/3 with haste. But whenever I can tap him, sacrifice an artifact, put 1 counter on each goblin control, which is probably just going to be him until you read his next ability, which is whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay a red. Now that's any artifact. Opponent's artifacts, your artifacts, doesn't matter. You pay a red, you create a 1/1 red goblin creature token, it gains haste until end of turn. So just to make a little army on your own right there, just matters as long as artifacts, but since there's so many clues, and I threw this guy in there to like, you know, maybe I can get a goblin out of him if he ever, you know, outstays his welcome. So that's nice, but yeah, Krinko is just amazing on his own. I don't have many clues in here, so that's why I'm kind of like, that sucks. But we do have a few tokens, and we have Dogwalker here. Red and a white for a 3/1 vigilance. I can disguise him, and whenever he's turned faced up, I make 2 tapped 1/1 white dog creature tokens. That's great for 2 mana, like all that value in there. I mean, yeah, I guess it's technically like 5 mana to do that, but still, it's just a great card. I really like that. We got 2 demand answers, which I think is a nice little card. It's kind of like Thrill Possibility, but this one is as initial cost to cast it, I can sacrifice an artifact or discard a card, which is always nice to have the option. Don't have any artifacts, so I'm probably going to be discarding a card most of the time. Speaking of not having artifacts, we have Galvanize here, which is 2 mana to do 3 damage to target creature. But if oh, never mind. This is I thought it was sacrifice an artifact. I do 5. This is I've drawn 2 cards. I can deal 5. So that's great because if you have a clue or some other thing, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's 2 mana to do 3 damage, which is great. Then we've got Tunnel Tipster. 2 mana for a 1/1. Mainly we're just playing him to make the green. It's not fixing, sadly, for my 3-color deck, but it is, helping me ramp a little bit, which is always nice. And late game, if I've held out for a while, maybe he's got a couple of counters on him. Maybe he's a 4/4 now, 5/5, 3/3, whatever. But we can fix our mana with a Nervous Gardener, which is I can disguise her, and then I can just turn up for 1 green, and then I can look at my library, get a land card with a basic land type, reveal it, put it in my hand, shuffle. So mana fixing right there. Really nice, is it? And it's also, no, it's only when it's turn face up. So you gotta do that. A little expensive, but totally worth it to get my mana fix. Make your move. I feel like it's usually a sideboard card, but since this is sealed, things go slower. I think it's gonna be able to hit a lot more things. So it's 2 and a white, instant, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. So, mainly you want it for the creature, like their bomb or something that's just giving you a lot of trouble. But if they have like a really good case or something, or some kind of artifact that's annoying you, you can deal with that. Maybe an enchantment like War Leader's Call, which is 1 red white for an anthem effect, basically. And whenever enter a creature in the battlefield, dealing 1 damage to opponent each time, just crazy good. I have a couple of tokens here, so that's going to help out there. Speaking of tokens, we've got the Inside Source, who makes 2/2 tokens, the white and blue detectives, and then later in the game, if I still have those detectives, or I don't think I have any other ones, so I can go +2/+0 and vigilance with her. So pretty cool. I like this common. This is a common for white, and it's not bad. I mean, the fact 3 mana, you get your 1/1, you get your 2/2. The 1/1 can help with the 2/2 later on. Then we've got Makeshift Binding, removal for a creature. Always great. It's basically O-Ring, but it's only creatures, and you gain 2 life. So Bite Down on Crime, more removal, so that's always nice. The 4 mana is a little expensive, but you can, maybe Evidence 6 and make it only 2. It's sorcery, which is kind of like also, but still, +2/+0 and just deal damage. Great. Take out a ton of things. So 10th Street Gossip, I think, probably, he's better than I thought, because I do have a couple of disguises in here. So the fact that I can actually get this to go off more than I thought, that's nice. But mainly the 4 mana 4/4 the vigilance is just amazing. So attack with him, and then also maybe disguise something, undisguise something, whatever you want to call it. Unmask? I don't know. What do you call it? Yeah. Luxodon Eavesdropper, 4 mana, 3/3. It's a hill giant, but I get a clue token, which I need desperately for some of my things, and just to draw cards is nice. And whenever I draw my second card, he gets +1/+1, gains vigilance. Just, a fine little common. And then we got the Axebane, 4 mana, 4/4, Death Touch Haste, collect evidence 4 for ward. So basically a hexproof. They have nothing in the graveyard like I said before, but just a literal beast of a card. I mean, just turn 2, you play the Heron, 2/2 haste. Turn 3, you play Krinko, 3/3 haste. Turn 4, you play this, 4/4 haste. And the Death Touch is nice. I really like that. You got the Ambusher here, who's okay, I think. 5 mana, 4/5, no evasion, which sucks. But if you can flip them over or enters battlefield, you make something block. That's very situational. Like they have something that's destroying you that's attacking with vigilance. I don't know. So you do that, and then you attack with him. And he's going to kill it no matter what. So it's very situational, but not bad. And it's just a big body, which is always nice. So you got big bodies. You got crowd control ward in here. So 5 mana 4/4, just vanilla creature, not great. But you can turn it up or turn it up. You may cast this card, turn it face up, I guess I should say. We're also going to turn it up, though, because it's getting 1/1 counters for every creature I control, which with all the, couple of tokens I have, go a little bit wide. Not super wide, but a little bit wide. So, but then it has no evasion either, which kind of sucks. We have then Tulsimer, which is just a crazy good card, 3/2 with lifelink, amazing, makes a 5/5 with trample, and then the making them have to block the 5/5, which is nice but not necessary. Just this guy on his own with the wolf, just so good, so good. And lastly, we have Topiary Panther, 6 mana 6/5 trample. Like I said, it's like a dreadnought basically, but the basic land cycling is nice. So if I draw this in my opening hand, I'm like, I'm not gonna cast a 6, but I can fix my mana. Always nice. Just a nice little thing there. Then, since I'm going 3 colors and I'm only having basic lands, no or dual lands or anything, I took the Escape Tunnel because you're gonna play that no matter what. That card's awesome. Then I took 2 of the publics. I could probably just do 1, but I would probably try out 2 first to make sure, because I feel like this format's gonna be slow, but also I don't know if it's gonna be that slow because he's all in play tapped, but still, kind of taking a turn off there kind of sucks. So I already talked about my other colors, but other cards I could have put in the deck. The Gravestone, it's fine. It's just mainly for the mana fixing. I would do it. 2 mana 1/3. It's good against aggressive decks, I guess. But yeah, the fixing was probably like, that could go in there. Sanctuary Wall, I was thinking about it, but I mean, it's going to tap down their biggest creature, but it's also just really wonky and weird and not a fan of it. It's expensive. The 3 mana is like, ugh, no thanks. Lumbering Laundry, I think, is better than I thought. At first, I was like, this is dumb. But the fact, all disguise cards are playable at least, because you're going to play 3 mana for a 2/2 with Ward 2, that's good. And then late in the game, you can flip him over, and he's all of a sudden a 4/5. So if, you want to trade with their disguise card, this one's always going to win. So it wins lots of combat. Its little ability is okay, but not necessary. Get a leg up if I was being wider in tokens, maybe. But even then, rather have trample of some sort. Aftermath is not what this deck wants to do. That's more the Golgari one. Essence of Antiquity, I feel like is more just like a fun card, a 1/10. Like, what's he gonna do? Like, the Hexproof is okay, but it's also 3 mana to do that, so I'm good. The Vigilant is basically just 5 mana 4/4, just like, okay, sure, I guess. And then his ability is not bad, but it's not great. Just makes your little guys a little bit bigger. So no thanks. Had better cards, I think. On the Job, more for going wide. I'd play it if I was going wide. 4 mana is a little expensive, but create a token or a clue and +2/+1. Yeah. Due Diligence, I think, is just not a great aura. It's 3 mana, which is a little on the expensive side for auras, and just gives +2/+2 in Vigilance. And then you're thinking, oh, I'll have 2 creatures that do that. But then if it goes away, you're gets blown out, oh, I'll kill the creature attaching it to, then you're just kind of super screwed. Crime Novelist, I almost put in there, but I just didn't have enough artifacts. So if I had more clue makers or something like that, I would totally add them, because it's only when you sacrifice an artifact. It's not when an artifact goes to graveyard or an artifact you control goes to graveyard, which still wouldn't matter. But the fact that it's when you sacrifice one, so it's only for clues. He's a great card though, because he after that, he makes it the clues cost 1, basically. So, very nice. Caught Red-Handed, I just don't understand this card. Why is it so expensive? I get that's instant. Can't be countered. Okay, so gets around Ward, right? But you can't steal their creature while they attack you and then block with it, which is what you want to do with an instant active treason type of thing, because it gives it suspect. That means it can't block. So, what's the point? For sacrificing, sure, but I don't know. Do you need that instant speed? Not really. Goblin Maskmaker, just because he's the red card, I was throwing some of the reds in here. Just not good. It's not a good card. What else did I have? Felonious Rage actually might be one I would throw in instead of something else. I don't know, though. But it's a pretty good combat trick. The fact that, you can trade something because it makes it bigger. So you trade with it, and then you get a 2/2 in return. Your creature died, but now you have a 2/2. So that's awesome. I had 2 of those, and then Instant Bystander, I could trade with that. Something else 4 toughness. If it dealt 3 more damage, you know, this I get a clue and stuff, but you know, then I have to use 2 cards just like this card good, and this card's not very good. So it's 2-mana 2/1. Ugh, so you're gonna die to a ton of 1/1s, and you're not gonna get your clue. So lame. All right, so yeah, Naya, I think was it. Let me know what you think. Something else you would have put in, or if maybe I should have gone totally different colors or something. So yeah, let me know in the comments. And also, let me know how you did at your pre-release. I don't know if I already said that, so. All right, there we go. Like I said, a lot of reading, a lot of reading going on. So this set, it's interesting. Like, Lost Caverns Ixalan, I wasn't a big fan of because of how like the mechanics were and just everything going on. Like, just too much going on there. I'm fine with Ixalan. I like it. I liked it the first time we went. Now we're coming back. Just the Descend and everything. I wasn't a big fan of. This one, another one where it's like, doesn't really feel like Ravnica so much, and all the mechanics are just a bit too much for me. Like just a bunch of things going on. So we'll see how it plays. I haven't played it yet. I've just read the cards. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think of what I opened, like and what deck you would have done and what you things you would have done different. I love hearing from you guys on that because I'm, you know, I'll take it in. Hey, it helps me during pre-release, right? But yeah, let me know in the comments what you would have picked for a deck or what cards you would have taken and taken out of the one we did. Whatever. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/boosttutor. Go there, check it out. Join a tier if you want. Don't matter to me as long as you're watching. That's all I care about, right? All right, until next time, I hope you have fun at your pre-release if you go, and I'll see you next draft.
This program brought to you by viewers like you.